Hey guys, it's Maddie from CraftyLore, and I have here with me my last design team project for Tina at Shabby Chic. This book is quite large. She is one of the largest I've ever created aside from my Secret Forest book, but she is 8 by 5.5 and she has a 4-inch spine. The spine is huge and she is holding more than 200 pages. And she's just gorgeous. This book is beautiful and very girly. Never created such a girlier book than this. This book is for Valerie, who I'm doing a journal swap with, and I will provide her links in the description box below because she is a talented journal maker and she needs to have her own YouTube channel because her work is just stunning. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys some items I purchased from Kelly at Book, Paper and Arts. These beautiful French ephemera pieces. This is a French red 10. I'm not quite certain on what year. I'm thinking it's from the 20s maybe? I could be wrong about that, could be even older. But it has these beautiful glass blue beads and then these really pretty cabochons that used to be a brooch and earrings. And I was going to use them in the journal, but I decided against it because this book is quite huge. This here is a French tin that encases some charms and beads that I included for Valerie. My favorite of the lot are those petite white ones that you see in the back right there. They're petite white ovals and the heart. And it has like these really pretty hand-painted florals on them, which is gorgeous, and I thought it went with the book rather well. So I hope Valerie really loves those. And then this beautiful blue address book or calendar book, and I believe it's from the 1940s. I'm not quite certain, but it's just gorgeous, and just thought that was something that Valerie should have. And then I did some collaging on some salvage, I would say they're 1700 French book pages that Kelly sent with in my parcel. But look how gorgeous this is. Look how 1612. It says 1612. No, please forgive me, 1672. And then here I have from Tina's kits some encase dried flowers, and then this portrait, I want to think that it belongs to some distant relatives of this beautiful young lady that's on the cover of this book, and then those are also some relatives of hers that are entertainers. And then this is the owner of this book, this beautiful woman here. Just look how pretty she is. You can't quite tell, but I believe her dress is a pale blue. It's so gorgeous. And then I did some collaging of Tina's ephemera and some newspaper ephemera. Oh, these beautiful antique playing cards. I cannot wait to show you guys some of the cards that I included inside the book. They're just gorgeous. And then I did some more Tina collage with a portrait of, I would like to say it's her grandfather on her mother's side. And then I included some note paper from Tina's kit. These beautiful blue lined pieces there. And then there are some beautiful vintage and antique postcards that I hope Valerie really likes. I included a lot more in the book as well. The only thing I wish I had done was taken some pictures of the pieces that I had sent Valerie so I can use them in my Photoshop for some collage projects that I want to do later on. But yeah, I had forgotten to do such, and time escaped me, and I wanted to get this book done as soon as possible. Oh, the last two pieces that I'm going to show you guys, I believe are from the 1700s. Or it could 16 to 1700s, and the calligraphy of this French script is just beautiful, beautifully done in fountain pen ink. It's just gorgeous, and I got all of these pieces from Kelly And I'll provide Kelly's link down below. But yeah, so those are just some of the things that I included in Valerie's parcel. And here I'm tying this beautiful pink sari silk that has this old key that I would like to think belongs to a favorite room of this lady's home. And I did my best to keep this an alligator-free mouth, which is why I didn't add any closure except for the sari silk. So I cannot wait to show you guys. Everything is super girly. All of these golds and creams and these pastel blues and these blush pinks, they're just beautiful. Two of the trims that I'm touching right here, the heart trim and then the very bottom trim with the faux pearls. I got those lovely pieces from Andrea. Thank you, Andrea. This is so pretty, and I thought it went really well with this book. It helped me complete this book. And I did this a little bit slow-mo because I wanted you guys to see the sparkles of the crystals that I put on the very front cover. I'm just showing you the top piece there. And then here I have this really pretty tassel that I guess I'll show you later. And here's the spines. And that picture right there is from Tina's Kits. And then I included a lovely trim that I purchased off of eBay. And then some faux pearls there. And this beautiful burgundy colored eyelash trim, which I thought went well with a lot of the pinks that went in here. And then that butterfly is from Tina's Kits with a tail. And then this is a pocket here. And I'm so sorry, Valerie, I forgot to include my letter. My letter to you was supposed to be for that pocket, and I entirely forgot to put it in into the pocket. But yeah, I just thought this book was just beautiful. So a lot of these pieces are from my broken jewelry. This is a beautiful chandelier necklace there. And then I have this tassel chain, I think it was supposed to be for a curtain. I don't quite remember. Oh, here is a gold locket, and I put in some yarn, or not yarn, but thread that's supposed to symbolize a locket of hair that I would like to think she saved from maybe her mother, because she was very close with her mom in this book. And then this is supposed to be like a church lantern, because she is a religious lady, because there are some religious pieces in the book as well. And I wanted to showcase a lot of the things that this lady loves, which is why the book is named J'adore. For instance, she loves pearls, and she loves quartz, and those little pink heart charms that are dangling from the heart trim, those are supposed to resemble quartz. So yeah, I included a lot of pieces that I envisioned this woman really loving. So here you have the very front end cover, and like I usually do in almost all of my journals, I have a lot of interactive pieces. So here features two envelopes that open up to reveal two really pretty pictures of what I believe to be either of the same girl, or they could be sisters, if not twins. And these pictures are from 1919, I believe, or 1917. Can't quite read the font there because my viewing screen as I voice record this video is quite small, but I believe it says 1919. And these beautiful photographs here is just adorable. This little girl. So I like to think that, I don't know, it could have been her when she was younger with her sister or something like that. But anyways, you close this back up and it flips open to reveal lots of goodies inside, and it's magnetic. It shuts it clicks back close after you're done peering through or perusing through everything here. So I did a lot of fabric collage. As you can see, there's tons of fabric collage in this book, and these open up to reveal copied antique letters, similar to the cream colored antique pages that I showed you guys earlier that are from Kelly's shop. But yeah, and these are just so beautiful. And then there are some dried pressed flowers that I put on top of tickets from Tina's kits. And then this key picture piece here is from a travel book that I cut up and use as a trifold. And it's just gorgeous. I love the way the whole thing plays out. It's just beautiful. That photograph there, I believe, is from Tina's kit as well, and I backed it on some antique ephemera. And then there's some die cutting there that I pasted on top of one of Tina's label cards. And then I did some initialing to personalize this book more for Valerie. As you can see there, I penned in her initials. I didn't do a very good job of it, I don't think, because my ink was trying to run out on me and I didn't have another pen near me. And so, yeah, I didn't really... It wasn't as perfect as I would have hoped it to be. But then, you know, it's a junk journal and you want the character of it. So here's some, it's like a banknotes and an ephemera piece. I think it's a letter of some sorts in beautiful purple scripts. And that's on top of a book page from a French architecture book, I believe it was. And this little picture here is from Tina's kit. This lady in this harp, backed on antique ephemera, French ephemera. I would say about 95% of the ephemera pieces that you see here, if they're not from Tina's kits, they're authentic antique or French ephemera. Please forgive me, antique or vintage French ephemera. And then here's some collages from Rosie's shop. Those stickers there that I put on the top of these envelopes. And yeah, just loved the way it looks. It's just so pretty. This portrait here is from Tina's kit, and I envision this to be the mother of the woman who owns this J'adore journal. And this idea of this inside tuck is from Betty Calkins. She does this a lot in most of her journals, and it's just such a brilliant idea, and I had to scrap lift that idea from you, Betty. Hope you don't mind. And then those pictures there, pieces are from Tina's kit. And I just love the saturated colors and the collages that Tina does in almost all of her kits. They're just so beautiful. And then here's some die cutting or newspaper collaging that I did there. And that beautiful blue trim. One thing about that blue trim there is if you guys use any tassel pieces like this, one tip that you can do to keep it from fraying later on or getting stuck on something is using Glossy Accents to seal in wherever it is that you have it tied off, so that way it doesn't come undone. And these mini pages are from Tina's kit. And then the very last piece there are some dried flowers that I have behind some acetate, and then on the back of that is some more French architecture scraps there. And then that last page right there is a French poem from one of Tina's kits as well. So I thought that came out rather lovely. Here's some pretty mulberry paper, some more fabric paper collaging there. There's some bead charms hanging from that eyelet. And then a page from, I think, 1830s. From the 1830s, a book page there. And then a ledger, coffee dyed paper with some a very fragile old envelope. So yeah, thought they came out really lovely. And there's that trim again. I love that beautiful pink trim. It's just one of my favorite trim pieces. Here's some authentic French marbling that I backed on using some of Tina's images here. Look how pretty that couple is. And then that lovely lady there just sitting in the drawing room all by her lonesome. Just thought that was beautiful. And then there I have my pen just keeping the book, helping me keep my place in the book, because it's just so massive, this book. Oh my goodness. I know I did too much. I know. I always overdo it in my books. And then here's a antique picture that I would like to think is her grandfather on her mother's side or her father's side. I can't quite remember. But I have two antique pictures of older men that are both her grandfather. And then some more collaging, another page from Tina's kits, as well as this beautiful piece here. And then some vintage French ephemera on coffee dyed paper, and another book piece from the 1830s. Thanks to Kelly. I believe I did get that from Kelly. And that paper, when you touch that piece of paper, it's just beautiful. It's just, I love the way it feels. Then some mulberry paper with some gesso stenciling, more fabric collaging, and some vintage French ephemera. I think this piece is from the 50s. Look how beautiful that is. That blue stamp is just pretty. And then, not quite certain when that piece was made. It's just so gorgeous. I notice I say that word a lot, gorgeous. But it is, this book is gorgeous. I think it is, I hope it is. And then some coffee dyeing there, a stencil pocket piece there. Did I say stencil? Please forgive me, a die cut pocket piece there. And then I have another little interactive bit here featuring some fabric collaging, and then this little petite photograph from Tina's kit of that same couple dancing on. And then the back piece there was some embossed paper, dried flowers with some stencil die cuts, and then some antique newspaper clipping there. I think that matte piece are all from like the late 1800s. I don't quite remember, but I just love the colors of the blue colors in there. And there's some pink avocado dyed paper, and then my abstract media collage there. I was trying to get all fancy on top of this antique French ephemera, and then there's a little pocket on the inside there. Did some yellow floral stenciling, and in the very top corner is a wax seal from Rosie's Atelier shop. And there's some more collaging there. Some beautiful collage paper from Tina's kit, and then the centerpiece is also from Tina's kit with this ghost pocket. Just love the way it looks. Oh, and this beautiful vintage French postcard. Look at that blue. It's just so pretty. I wish I could live in France. Could you imagine just drinking wine, eating cheese and baguettes all day? Or at least that's what I would do. And then there's this antique little tag that I made from some old paper that I got from Kelly's shop. A pocket piece from my French architecture book, and that's a vintage French postcard. Some more of those 1830 matte pieces from Tina's kit there, coffee dyed paper. And then on this little collage piece here, there's a little note there for Valerie in French. And then some charm dangles from that. So pretty. And then both those pictures are from Tina's kit. And some gessoed paper. Yeah, I did a lot of gessoing in this one. And it's from Tina's kits. And then this is a flip out I'm going to show you from the 1830s. Look at this beautiful piece here. Look how gorgeous that is. And the you could feel the emboss print. Look how pretty. Just, and you could definitely write on that. I don't think you could write on it with fountain pen ink because I think the ink would bleed through. But it's just gorgeous. Some more paper from Tina's kit. And then here are some more tags that I made with authentic French marble paper, backed on images from one of Tina's kits that I pulled. And there's some fabric collage there as well. Yeah, Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame. And I did some gold gilding on the edges of the tags that I created for Valerie. And then there's like this paper ruffle that I made. I think you call it paper ruffle. I don't know how you call it. Yeah, and then you could do some secret journaling there. And then here's another interactive piece. I didn't put anything in these pockets here because this book is so huge. But I did put Valerie's initials there. And I did something similar in my Secret Forest journal. It's just folding up paper. That's all it is really. And then putting like petite envelopes on the very tops of it. Or like you could do, instead of envelopes, you could do like petite booklets. Or like a petite tag booklet, I guess you call it. I think I had like a tag booklet on my Secret Forest journal piece in one of my videos. Here's a flip out there, it flips down, featuring this Art Nouveau piece from Rosie's shop, I believe. And you know this is an Art Nouveau piece because of all of the curves. Art Deco is more geometric lines. And then here is a piece that I put a lot of antique French ephemera with Valerie's initials in that little pocket there. Some mulberry paper, another French poem from Tina's kit. Oh, I almost use that as the end cover pieces. The background is the end cover pieces. And then a Vellum Pocket there featuring a door that features another door. Featuring on the back side one of the items that I pulled from Tina's kit with some die cutting. Look at that. Just look how beautiful that door, or it's a window that leads to the door. So pretty. And then, yeah, look at this beautiful piece from Tina's kit. Oh, this piece here I'm touching is from my French architecture book. I think it was like French country. And then this picture, this masculine drawing room. Look at the ceilings. I don't know if you guys can see the ceilings of that room. It's just beautiful. So I'd like to think that the woman of this J'adore book, she loved to go into the drawing room where her father used to be with his colleagues and whatnot. And then this piece, this opening here is from like the 1600s. This book pages that Kelly salvaged and sent to me. This piece here is from Tina's kit. And then I have a lot of antique French clippings in there. And I love that washi on that page there. Did a lot of collaging, coffee dyed papers, and some more collages there. Yeah. And then that beautiful picture of Tina. This is one of my favorite images of Tina's kits that I've used in a few of my journals, I think. I love that picture of that girl. And so you can just close that back up, and then there's also a pocket on the inside, I think, right? Yeah, right here. And I have some antique paper there. And I don't know what's on the back of that. I don't quite remember. Oh yeah, some more antique ephemera. And I really wish I had taken a photocopy of that image there, because it's quite beautiful, and I totally forgot to do it. This piece there is from Tina's kit, and you can do some writing on the back of that. Some more book pages there from 1830s. Some mulberry paper, some more of this beautiful trim from that I put some of the rubies, those rhinestones in, ruby rhinestones. Not real rubies, I wish I had real rubies. This beautiful butterfly die cut that I got off of AliExpress, featuring a beautiful antique picture from a old book page. I don't know where this book page comes from. It was just a single piece. Some coffee dyed paper, some of Tina's paper, and now some more collaging that I did. This page is so beautiful. I just love that colors that Tina used, as well as this page. And then I have some Tim Holtz paper there, featuring some pressed flowers, more mulberry paper, again some from Tina's here. Did I think a little collage right there, yeah, with the butterfly and its tail, and then some antique French ephemera. And then here's like another fold out pocket piece here. And I just put on, I glued on a lot of French ephemera pieces. I just love the illustrations from those old journal clippings. Look at that, just look how pretty that is. Oh, here's a little tag. This is from Tina's kits. And then on the back piece of this tag, you'll see a beautiful antique illustration here of a mother and her child. And some clippings from Rosie's shop. This is a vintage postcard. Look how this is so pretty. And that's on some eco-dyed paper. Another beautiful piece from Tina's kit. I just love this piece right here. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. And then some blue avocado dyed paper. Another little tiny collage piece that I did on some antique, on an antique cut up French letter. And then this is an old antique reunion letter. Just thought that was beautiful. Then here is another French ephemera, French banknote, I think, or a check from the 20s. I think it's at the 20s. I can't quite see the small print there. Then a little flip out, do some journaling. That can also be used as a pocket. And then I just fast forward this bit because this video is quite long. I just love the colors that Tina used. The colors that she used and the designs, it made this really easy for me to like think of how I wanted to make the book. So I tried to decorate around a lot of the designs that she did. And this is from the L'amour pratique. I think that's from like the 1830s, that book page. And then this piece here is just, how do you say, a photocopy. And then some more eco-dyed paper, some Very, very fragile vintage French ephemera here. I think it's from the 40s. No, it's from the 20s. Late 20s, I think. It's very fragile. Rather thin piece of paper. And then some more pictures there. And again, that little picture there is supposed to be of her mother, the one I'm holding. And some die cutting I did right there. Actually, that's not die cutting. That's from my Cricut maker. So I had I was going to use this that blue filigree piece for something different when I originally started out the journal. The journal did not look anywhere near how I originally had planned it, the very front cover of it. Here's another flip out piece on some hardware featuring some dried flowers. And then there's like this really pretty postcard Eiffel Tower charm there. I think I'm near the end of the third signature. Here's a flip out piece on some Tim Holtz paper. You can use that as a pocket. Those two gargoyle pieces are from Rosie's Atelier's shop. I just wanted to demonstrate how that could be used. See how pretty that is. And then when you open that all the way open, you have two little flip books. And those two pictures are also from Rosie's Atelier's shop. And they're done by French painters. I don't remember what the names are anymore. I did when I initially had put them in there, but oh well. So yeah, and there's just like a little notepad paper underneath that you could do some secret journaling on. And then a French clipping there. Come on. Again, that beautiful piece from Tina's kit. I just love that picture. It's just so pretty. Here's another one that Tina did. So look at this collaging that she does. And the colors, her saturation of colors is just done perfectly, I think. And I did another petite collage there featuring one of Tina's pictures. I think I zoom in. Yeah, look how pretty that is. So pretty. I love the gold, the look of the gold. I think I did the colors pretty well. And I was quite nervous making this book because I mean, I've made French books before, but this is like the girliest I've ever gone, especially with all of this fabric that I use. And here's another interactive piece here. It's just a flip out and it's magnetized, and then I have this this piece here is from Tina's kits, and then I have is it antique or vintage? I don't see, I think this is vintage from like the 40s, and I like to think that was a photograph of her aunt. So yeah, I totally had this idea of this woman who owned this book, and she put in all of these all of the pictures and invoices of places that she loved, and pieces of books that she loved. So this is why I named the book J'adore. And well, here's another flip out of this 1830 piece here. It's just so pretty. I love the way the texture of this paper feels. And it's quite sturdy. But I did put some fabric on the edges there, the creases, to keep, so that way it stays sturdy for a lot longer. Here's a illustration of a book piece and this letter, French letter here. Look how this person wrote. He also wrote lengthwise, which I thought was kind of odd, but I don't know. I should have taken the time to read it, but I didn't. Or I think I might have read some of it, but was probably too sleepy to read the rest. And then that flips out for another interactive piece. Let me see if I can get this to where you guys can see. It's one of my favorite pictures right here, and I like to think of this this little petite picture there on the very bottom after I show you guys these pieces here. Come on. It's not quite as important as the image down there. Anyways, the little girl, I want to imagine this to be the woman, the owner of this book's daughter. Yeah, but look how pretty. And it's from a vintage postcard. But yeah, so just so beautiful. I love the way she's like sleeping there, cradled by that little fabric piece there from, and then that image, that paper image there is from Tina's kit. Here's a Vellum Pocket, and that's Tina's paper there, that pink paper, and you flip it over, there's an antique illustration there, and then a petite little tag. So yeah, I just love the way this looks. And then each of those 3 sections opens up to reveal some more advertisement, French ephemera advertisements. So you can open that piece up and you see that. The picture of the swans are from Tina's kit. Is it a swan? No, it's not a swan. Please forgive me, I'm tired. It's not a swan. Some more advertisement, and there's like a tag there, which I don't know why I didn't pull it out all the way because I wanted to show the image behind it, but oh well. But yeah, it's just beautiful. And then I did some French stamping on that pink paper there, and then you see some mulberry paper, coffee dyed paper, some 1830s pages there. That's from Tina's kit, and I have some pieces there that Valerie can use for collaging. And then you open this piece up to reveal a small little tag. This is pretty. Did some stamping on the back of that. And then I have 2 tags here featuring Tina's stuff and also items from Rosie's shop. And that's from Tina's kits. Some other pretty trim that can be used as a pocket. I'm actually glad that I got to use this trim. I've had it for a long time but didn't know how to use it because of the color, and so it just went well with this book, so I'm glad it worked out. I think I'm near the end of within the last signature. I'm so happy. I am near the end, I believe. I hope so. Oh, this opens up just, and it holds a French note, I think, from 1950s. I can't tell, but look at the calligraphy on that. It's just beautiful. Some more mulberry paper, another pocket piece here. That is a cage holding some carnelian beads. Don't know if it's real carnelian beads, but I know a lot of people from the 18th and early 1900s wore coral and carnelian jewelry. And then here's some pretty little reproduction playing cards with Vellum Pockets, some hardware. Those are from Tina's kit, both sides of that. And I think I just show only one of the booklets, but the bottom booklet's the same. He has come on, I don't know what I am doing, but yeah. At the very last page will feature a pressed flower and a book plate from Rosie's shop. I don't know why I don't open the Tim Holtz paper all the way, because I had, I think, like a pad of paper on the inside of that. I believe that's what was behind this, but I guess I forgot to open it all of the way. Anyways, yeah. Here's a little secret spot that hides Valerie's initials. I think I opened it. Yeah, I do. See? Some more collaging, Tina's kit and some die cuts. An undertug featuring an antique ephemera piece backed on one of Tina's papers. This beautiful collage piece here of Tina's. I just love how she made that. And then another beautiful centerpiece of Tina's kits. A fold out of a photocopied antique piece of paper, some more fabric collaging, and a little tag of Tina's paper backed on French ephemera. Some ledger paper, some more pressed plants behind some acetates, some antique paper. Well, this piece here is just from a vintage postcard, and then this piece is from an antique journal that I made into a bookmark. And that's like Tim Holtz pocket, I believe. Some gesso dyed paper with this pink glass charm. A Tina postcard. Old papers here. More coffee dyed paper. Come on, I want to be done. More paper from 1830s. This beautiful piece from Tina's kits. I think I used maybe 4 of Tina's kits into this book. I can't just do one kit. I like to mix and mash together. And some more antique book pages, coffee dyed paper, mulberry paper, avocado dyed paper, and one more signature to go. I am almost done. There is a little piece here featuring a tiny little booklet of a French hymn. Some more French architecture collaging there. All of these images here, besides the French architecture book page, are from Tina's kit. And these are little petite booklets. I think I just opened one to show you guys, but it features very tiny images that are on the Notre Dame Cathedral. Those little pictures there. And then there's like a French hymn on the back side of the little booklet there. Yeah, and then there's a pocket here. There is a vintage postcard and some more ephemera pieces that are inside that pocket, which I don't think I pulled out. It flips open, and there's like a folded up piece of newspaper, a French newspaper article there. And I just like how that looked against one of Tina's papers, that fabric piece here. And here is a little pink bag, and then I put that picture of this angry looking woman on one of Tina's papers. Another folded piece of journaling paper. And then here's this fabric piece that you can use as a bookmark. I just left it as is because I didn't want to cut it up at all. Just thought it was pretty just the way it was. 1830s book paper, coffee dyed paper, some of Tina's paper there, some more antique book papers. Some collaging I did. The flower there is from Tina's kit. More gessoing I did. And this beautiful illustration is from the 1800s, I think. And I wish I'd taken a photocopy of that image because that illustration is quite gorgeous. And this beautiful trim here with those faux pearls, that trim is from Andrea. Here's a piece. You open this up to feature a large pressed flower that I encased in gesso. So a little tuck spot there, and then there is, I think I show you guys places where you can tuck in themes. Here's a tuck here, there's another tuck there, and then the last tuck is where my thumb is at, right here. Oh, I can tell I'm losing my voice already. And then this piece from Tina's kit opens up to reveal a beautiful tag there for mother. See, that's the woman's of the journals. That's her mother there. She loves her mom. And then this is from Tina's kit, which you flip down. Features some antique French book page, I believe. Lettre liminaire. And then, and look at the that little piece from Tina's kit, that little tuck spot. That's actually a tuck spot there, which I don't think I show, unfortunately. But that image is from Tina's kit. And then this vintage French clipping here from like the 40s. And this lifts up so you can do some journaling on the ledger paper. I have this really pretty cameo that I painted on and used some gold fabric collaging there to accentuate the colors. Beautiful pages from Tina's kit, antique French clipping there. Some more Tina pages with some old book pages. Then I did some die cutting with one of Tina's little illustrations there that I use as a side tuck. Some 1830 book paper, mulberry paper, along with Tina's beautiful saturated colored pages. And here's the other end of that paper bag that I collaged on, and apparently I'm struggling to pull out this little French script piece. Oh well. Then, oh, look at this image of those two kids. Aren't they just adorable? And then some coffee dyed paper along with some more papers from Tina's kits. And then, oh yeah, so inside these pockets are those playing cards that I was talking about, these antique playing cards. Kelly gave me 6 of them, which I think I gave them all to Valerie now. With the illustration of these 2 cards, this one right there and the one I'm pulling out. I wish for the life of me that I've taken some pictures of those so that I can play around with my Photoshop, but I totally forgot to do so, and so I'm kind of sad about it, but it's okay. And then this beautiful image is the mother of the woman who owns this journal. Not Valerie, but of the lady who owns J'adore. And I just thought she was just quite beautiful. And here is the owner of the book, and those are Valerie's initials up there. And here is another interactive piece, because you cannot end any book of mine without some type of interactive piece. Here's a petite narrow tag here with this antique illustration. Then this flips open, and I think inside is a die cut pocket featuring a tag for you to write on. And then these both open up to reveal illustrations or antique illustrations of what I would like to believe to be of this woman's family. I like to think of the little girl on the very upper left-hand corner to be her daughter. The one below is one of her mother with some of her siblings, I suppose. And then this piece that I open up now is of her grandmother, and again another image of her mother as she got a bit older. But yeah, I definitely did have an idea of the owner of the book and all of the items that I believe that she would put in here, because you know they're all very dear and close to her heart, which is why I named the journal J'adore. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry, I can tell my voice is running out, but I really do hope that you guys do like what I created. I'm very sorry for this extended version, or this extended video, this feature film, but you know, when you create such huge books, it's really hard to make like a 30-minute video of such. but I really do hope that Valerie really likes it. I'll be putting Valerie's information along with the other items of the people that I purchased from, or who has sent me such beautiful trims, such as Andrea. I'll put all of their information in the description box below. Valerie, if you're watching this, please, as well as Andrea, you both need to have some YouTube channels so we can see how you guys create such beautiful books. Anyways, I will be putting up a video soon of an unboxing from Kelly's shop. She's the one who sent me a lot of the French ephemera that you guys see in this video. Also, I'll be making another journal for a swap that I'm doing with Andrea, as well as a custom wedding journal. So I hope you guys take care. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.